Hey, everybody. Welcome into the building. Happy Wednesday. Glad to see y'all here in the building. Listen, it is Trending Topics Wednesday, and we got, what a lineup for y'all, okay? We got Jackie Chan. Do y'all remember Rush Hour? I mean, he played in a lot of other movies. I'm trying to fix my wardrobe here, okay? We don't want to have no debacles going on. He played in a lot of movies. But the one I really remember him from is Rush Hour with Chris Tucker. Well, he got a daughter out there. Got a daughter. This is another case. This is like a what's his name? Brian McKnight. Okay, Brian McKnight denies the biological children. And now Jackie Chan's daughter is saying, I'm being denied. I'm being ignored. We got to talk about it, people. He's on the docket tonight for Trending Topics. And then we got Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes, they caught the paparazzi, caught on the streets. And she said, you know what? I spoke to Kim Zolciak. Yeah, Kim Zolciak. Kim, the one that she named on her lawsuit. Kim, the one that she claimed was part of the racism over there at Bravo. Yeah, she called Kim. She said, Kim called me when Greg died, so I thought it was just necessary, and it was of good nature to call her and reciprocate it and call her now that she's going through this divorce with Croy. Because she said divorces are hard, and yes, divorces are hard. So she called Kim, and, they asked her, they said, would you go back to RHOA? She said, I would do it for the fans. Girl, Nene, I like you. Nene, you gave us good TV when you gave us good TV. But let's be clear. The doors over there at Bravo, they're closed. The doors are closed. You told them to keep your name out of their mouth. And that's what they're doing. But we'll get into it, okay? And then we got Kevin Costner. Who knew Kevin Costner was so gangster? He's not playing when it comes to his money. Listen, you know what? He's a prime example of, I got burnt once. I will not be sticking my hands in the fire again. So you got to give it up to him in the sense that he learned his lesson. The first wife that he was married to, she got a whole bunch of money and she got the house. And Kevin Costner was 10 toes down that it will never happen to him again. Come on now, Clear. Once bitten, twice shy. That man ain't playing with nobody. He had an ironclad prenup. And guess what? Guess what, people? That judge said, hit the gavel, said the prenup is the prenup. It is what it is. So his wife, Christine, she got to deal with it. So we going to talk, yo. We going to talk, okay? So listen, everybody. Y'all know the routine. And I love y'all for knowing the routine. I got to board this train. In order for me to board this train, I need a what in the chat? I need a what? A choo-choo. All aboard, everybody. Now, we're about to get into this Trending Topics Wednesday. And all I'm going to say is, what a lineup. Now, come on, Brown Eyes. She signed it. Shame on her. She signed it. Now, as a female, I feel bad for her, but she signed the paperwork. Now she got to deal with the deal she signed a long time ago. That's right, y'all. Choo-choo. Okay, and I'm glad to see you in the building because I know a lot of y'all saying you're not getting the notifications. YouTube trying to stop a sister from being great, but I won't be stopped. the train will always pull out the station. Okay, now let's go ahead and board this train because we got the people on the platform waiting to get in. Okay, hey Robin.
Hey Diva.
How you doing? Yes,
I'm doing okay, but here's the thing.
Yes.
We will never let anybody get this train off the track but us when we shake it at night. But we always pick it up, and get back on.
Come on now. That's what we do. That's what we do. Hey, Leo.
Hey, Diva. Hey, Robin. Hey, E, beautiful.
Hey, E. Hey, Nikki.
Hello, beautiful ladies.
Yes, E.
Hello. It was about to be ladies' night, but we got Denzel in the building. Hey, Denzel. Hey, everybody.
How you doing, Diva and everybody?
Hey, Denzel.
How you doing? Welcome back, E.
I'm so glad to be back. And I love the name Denzel. I knew a Jamaican named Denzel.
Oh, wow.
And he had one of the biggest things ever. But let's move forward.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my. Okay. Hey, in my opinion.
Hello, beautiful people. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Doing well.
Hey, I'm blessed and highly favored.
Amen.
Hey, my baby.
Hey, in my opinion.
Hey, sis. You back again.
Yes.
Girl, I wish I was here last night when y'all was talking about strawberries, but I digress.
Okay, y'all, we're going to go ahead and pull this train out the station, okay? We're going to, we starting off track, but we got it back on. We slid it back on. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull this train out the station, and we're pulling this train out the station by starting out and talking about Jackie Chan. Okay, holla if you know about Jackie Chan in the chat there. What movies do you know Jackie Chan from? I said mine already. Rush Hour.
Rush Hour 2.
Rush Hour.
9 and 10, okay? Rush Hour. Okay, know him from Rush Hour. Well, who knew he had a daughter? Daughter said I was had out of wedlock. Let me share this screen. Let me share this screen because this daughter had a lot to say. Let me see which one is hers. Let me figure out where I have her at. Here we go. Shout out to TMZ. Rumble in the Bronx. Yes, I remember Rumble in the Bronx. Jackie Chan. Viral daughter clip fake. Real one says he's an absentee homophobic father. That's deep. Now, this clip, I can't play the sound because it has music behind it. But a lot of people saw this clip, right? They saw this clip and it's Jackie Chan and there's a girl next to him watching his, action films on the screen. And she said, were you in pain? And he said, a lot. And, it's a very emotional clip. She said, Papa, you're awesome. So people, when this clip went around, they thought it was his real daughter. They thought it was his real daughter. And people was like, oh, my God, that's so emotional. That's so cute. Then his real daughter came out and said he's a fraud. Because that clip is actually from a movie that he did. Okay? And that's an actress. The real daughter said he don't like me. He's a homophobic. So let's get into this a little bit here. Jackie Chan might not be the father social media thinks he is. At the viral clip with his daughter blew up, because it actually is only a scene from a movie. And his real daughter says he's a nasty homophobe. The famed martial artist star trended this weekend at the video of him watching his own on-screen stunts alongside a woman many believe was his daughter. Made the rounds, and for good reason. It plays as an incredibly touching, sentimental, complete with tears, okay? The only problem, the clip isn't actually real, meaning it doesn't depict Jackie next to his real-life flesh and blood. It's actually just a scene from a recent movie of his, Ride On, in which he plays a famous former stuntman, movie star, who just so happens to be watching a Jackie Chan reel. Yet it's very meta, so much so it fooled the internet. He's the cold reality of Jackie's family situation. He and his actual kiddo, Etta is her name, are estranged. She accused him of abandoning her, claiming he hates the fact that she's a lesbian. Now, I didn't I forgot where I googled her age, but she's of age, this chick. And so that's Etta. That's her girlfriend next to her. We got 28 seconds, y'all. So I'm gonna play 28 seconds. Okay, we gonna get this. Hold on 1 second. Let me bring Rain and Ray in the building. Let's play this clip. Hold on.
I'm Jackie Chan's daughter, and this is my girlfriend Andy. We've been homeless for a month due to homophobic parents. We pretty much slept under a bridge and other things, you know.
Yeah, I've asked all my friends for help, and I've asked all my family for help, and everyone just keeps sending us to the direction of shelters where they know we will be split up.
So I got a problem with Etta and the girlfriend, and it has nothing to do with who they like and that they like each other. Nothing to do with all of that. They grown folk. Grown folk get a job. Talking about you ask your friends and your family and this and that, and they just tell us to go to a homeless shelter. I would have told y'all go to Target, Walmart, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, I don't know, Starbucks. All of them hiring. I promise you they are. And then you'll pull your money together after your shift is over, and you go find yourselves a studio apartment like the rest of us in these streets, making a way for ourselves. Jackie had Etta out of wedlock, and according to her, she hasn't had any contact or help from Jackie for several years. At times, even having been left to live on the streets and fend for herself, despite her famous ties. Child, girl, what makes the dynamic even more cringeworthy is the fact that Etta has accused Jackie of homophobia, suggesting that's part of the reason he wants nothing to do with her. Many people on Twitter were aware of Jackie's past with Etta and responded with a ton of harsh words for Jackie as the clip continued to grow popularity, okay? It doesn't appear that Jackie responded to Etta's most recent public accusation in 2018. He also hasn't chimed in on the goodwill he received over the fake daddy-daughter date everyone else enjoyed. Okay, that's Etta in her book. Now, I'm going to stop sharing the screen. Etta, my thing is you got to get a job, boop boops. You and your girlfriend, y'all cute together, but you got to get a job. There are people that don't have famous parents that tell them straight up in their face, you 18, good luck with life. I did all I could do for you. Figure your way out. Robin, what are your thoughts? What do you want to say to Etta about this situation?
As my Latino neighbors in the Bronx would say, oh, pobrecita. Listen, Jackie Chan had an affair with Etta's mama around 1999.
Okay.
So let's say she's in her early 20s. Okay. That's the first thing. The second thing is that it's reported that he never had any contact with her, and he essentially abandoned her before her birth. That's number 2.
Oh my.
Number 3, she has a rocky relationship with her mother, who is said to be alcoholic, allegedly.
Oh damn.
And now, and then to add to it, she is gay. Mm-hmm. I don't know that her being gay is particularly important, but as you said, Diva, at this point in her life, over 18, her expectation to rely upon her parents for her daily living and survival is outstretched only because she is of age, only because, you know, according to the law, maybe even in Japan, or she's in Japan or Korea, whatever country she's in, we know that she should be able to get out, grind, and take care of herself. So, you know, this is just a lot of woe is me, and I don't get the impression from what I read that she has done anything to sustain herself,
right?
Except for, you know, hold her hand out.
Yeah. She. Sorry, Etta. Leo, what are your thoughts? Everybody hit that like button.
I kind of feel the same way. I don't even feel sorry for Etta. It within the circumstance of her, with her parenting, it probably is very complicated. As far as her being a lesbian or being a part of the community, that's neither here nor there. He can be a raging homophobic. That really doesn't have anything to do with you providing your own sustenance. You need your own place to stay. You need your own food. You have to provide for yourself as an adult, regardless of who your famous parent is. There's a lot of people, parents that ain't famous, that don't provide. Once you turn 18, it's over. You need to get your stuff together, figure out what you're going to do. You're going to school, or you're going to work, or you're doing both. It's plenty of people that's within her same type of circumstance to have to go through the same things that she's going through. So I really don't feel no pity, no sorrow, no nothing for Etta. Etta need to stop playing these YouTube games, these social media games, putting her father on blast. None of that, because keep this in mind. If she really was looking for something for him, from him, she's already exposed herself as being a grifter. She's already exposed herself as being a grifter. You really want his support, go out there and do what you need to do to take care of yourself and earn some respect for yourself and earn some respect from him. Because this way is not going to get it. You exposing him to be what? A deadbeat dad? Did he not pay the child support? I don't hear nothing about that. Did he not do what he was supposed to do until you were 18? We don't hear nothing about that. We just hear about a raging homophobic that he is, and how you've been living hand to mouth, and you got to beg, and you and your girlfriend doing all this begging. I find it very sorry. That's just my opinion.
Yeah. E, what are your thoughts? Any words for Etta? Any words about this situation?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Diva, you know me better than that. It's time to have a heart. No, it's time to have a heart.
Oh.
And I say that because Etta never stood a chance. Whether she's 18 or not, she was not given an opportunity to reach her full potential due to her parents being inadequate. If the mom has a drinking problem and the father disowned her before she even arrived, she seemingly raised herself. Seemingly. The parents have to own this. And I find it disheartening that Jackie disowned her for her sexual orientation, because children just don't wake up and become homosexual. That's impossible. It's in the DNA, and the kids got it from you. And really, it's none of your parents' business who you have intercourse with. That's not even the point. The point is Jackie is worth $40 million, $40 million, and has a $10 million house in Miami. So it's no reason for you to have a daughter sleeping on the streets. No way. No way. All you have to do, I'm not even asking him to give that girl $1 million. All he needs to do, buy that girl a trailer. Buy her a trailer. Do y'all know how much a trailer costs? Let me Google it really quick while I'm talking. Buy that girl a trailer, put her in the trailer park. Come on. This nobody should have to sleep on the street. I think that is despicable to me. And I think your parents do owe you to make sure that you are able to provide for yourself. And if the mom wasn't adequate and the father is not around, but he has the financial resources, he needs to give what he can. Because even if he paid child support to the previous person who commented, if the mother was drinking, the money probably went down the drain. It went to Budweiser. So no, we have to have a heart, and that is my assessment.
Budweiser. I cannot. Listen, let me tell you something. See, here's the thing. What I do agree with you on is that she didn't stand a chance because of the parents, the hand that she was dealt with these parents, right? And there's a lot of conversations that could spin off in this, ladies. And I know that the men have to be involved too, but the key is close your legs to marry man, because you see the outcome that this brought to this poor child. Close your legs to marry man, right?
Oh no, Diva.
He denied her from the door, right? But now the mother's, alleged alcoholic or whatever the case may be. All I'm saying is I have heard countless stories where there were children where the parents were drug addicts and they studied on the train and persevered and went to Harvard, Yale. They made a life for themselves. Google those stories where these kids had the worst situation and circumstances and they still rose to the top.
Wait, Diva.
Be a fighter You got, listen, not for nothing. Almost every kid in the ghetto has a woe is me story. But all of them are not sitting there waiting for their parents to come rescue them. They moved on.
Well, we saw the girl haircut. We don't know if the mama was drinking while she was pregnant. So we got to take that into consideration as well. And then secondly, what we have to take into consideration is we're looking at somebody who is under a lot of scrutiny. And for all we know, we don't even know if the mama knew that Jackie was married, because we already know that she could have had 98 Long Island iced teas. We don't even know if she was present. Diva, we got to have a heart, and we got to look at things from, look at that girl. She's like that, the way that she's growing up and where she's sleeping.
Well, the way you
like
talking about
ghetto.
the mama, we don't
That's
know
like
if
the
Jackie
ghetto.
and the daddy.
That's like the ghetto of the Hollywood. We got to have a heart. I'm gonna mute myself and see what everybody else got to say. But have a heart.
Have a heart.
Have it.
Hold on, Nikki. Hold on, Nikki. I need to go in order here. Teresa, Etta went into a private school. Nah, Etta's entitled. Yeah. Oh, you said Etta went to a private school? Okay, she's entitled. Yeah, Etta screens a little bit of entitlement. Wayne, what are your thoughts? And welcome back, Wayne. Nice to see you.
I'm not on the camera because I'm laid up in the hospital. But anyway.
Listen, feel better. I saw your message on Sherelle's World. Yes, take care of yourself. But go ahead, talk to us.
I'm like, if he didn't have any money, we should be going after him. I mean, she's an adult. Okay, and now you're gonna come back because he got money. I think it's the principle. Just because he has money and millions, I guess she feels that he should be supporting her. Well, if she has
the girlfriend, go ahead now.
If she has a significant other, what he's supposed to support her too? I mean, so that means that if he gives her, he gives it to the daughter, he's giving it to her too. Okay, both of y'all can't get it together. That's a problem. You don't have to be living like movie stars, but it's a lot of people out there on minimum wage trying to making it.
Come on now.
And doing what they can do. I mean, I can see if you're a teenager, younger, but you're grown, and so what if your father don't like your lifestyle? Okay, move on. Pick your bed up and move on.
Come on now.
I don't have sympathy for people that go out there. It's because he has money. She looking for a nice come up. It's the same way. You remember when Oprah had given her cousin a townhouse?
Yep.
And you remember what her cousin said? All that money you got and all I get is a townhouse?
Yep.
Well, Oprah took it back.
Yeah, holla.
Right. So she's expected because he has the money, and it's been all these years. And like you said, I mean, go after your mama. Why you ain't going back asking her, why don't you stop drinking? That's why I feel like, baby, pick your bed up, move on. Many of people been out there and made something of themselves. And like you said, everybody got a story.
Yes, we do. We all do. We all do. And listen, somebody's saying that Etta went to private school. And you notice, hear her words. She said he stopped a few years ago. So probably when she was like 18 and she decided she didn't want to do nothing but take his money. I'm just saying, reading between the lines there. She didn't say her whole life. She said he wasn't involved her life, but she said, the support stopped a few years ago.
Now you went to private school. I'm like, you went to private school and you can't pull it together. I mean, you had top grade education.
Come on now.
And you can't pull it together. I didn't go to private school. My father kicked me out at 17 years old.
Come on now.
Well, what would Russell Wilson do?
$15 a week to live in somebody's basement.
See, you had to do what you had to do.
I own my house now.
That boom.
And I'm not blaming on my father. He kicked me out, I mean, I didn't like it. I got 7 sisters, it's 7 of us all together. And I'm the only one that didn't go back home to get back on my feet. So, that goes in one ear and goes out the other. And with Kevin Costner,
Wait,
hey.
Oh, go ahead. We didn't get there yet, but go ahead.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say, thumbs up, keep your money.
Oh, damn.
People think what they think when you get into these agreements, they think like down the line, something going to change and say, well, he got the money. I'm going to go to court. Okay, just because he has the money, you think you're gonna get some. Well, wake up. Because it sounds like the judge said no.
Yeah, the judge, we gonna get there. The judge said no. Well, Wayne, feel better, but you came in popping and hot there, okay? Yeah, she gotta pick herself up by her bootstraps and get her life together. In my opinion, what are your thoughts?
Okay, I gotta ask Robin a question first, Diva.
Yes,
Robin,
ma'am.
did
Yes,
you
ma'am.
say in the chat that he said he would support her if that was his real daughter?
Yes. So I'm late to the story. So and I put a link in the chat. He said before the child was born that if it turns out that the child is his, he would support her. So based on that, and she's saying that he stopped supporting her a few years ago, apparently, or I'm surmising that he did give some measure of child support, probably until the age of, when she became an adult. And now she's like, well, what about me now? But it is clear that they didn't have a relationship.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this is this is two different stories that we running together. First, the first story is when you get to a legal age, you should be able to go out there and do something with your life. Whether it's a job at Walmart, McDonald's, in the CEO world, whatever it is, you have to get out there and get it.
Yes.
Like, I'm sorry, nobody. Let me tell you something. Okay, I was spoiled brat. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all, I was a spoiled brat. Okay, you could get everything I wanted, and I thought when I got grown, I was gonna move out, and I decided I didn't want to pay my power bill one day. So the power company cut it off, and I was like, "Daddy, can you get my power on?" And he said, "You grown? Where your money?" And I said, well, see, what had happened was it was a sale at the mall. And he said, well, you better take that stuff back and get your power back on. I'm telling you, let me tell you something. He said, I took care of you for 18 years. He said, I will help you when I want to. I'm not obligated to help you when you're grown. And if you pick you a man or a woman, whichever one, make sure they can support you. Because I'm not the support system anymore. So be careful who you picking when you go out here in these streets, okay? And this will be a learning lesson. We all go through them. And as far as the homophobic thing, I don't really know about that much about him to know if he's homophobic or not. Because she could be just saying this, to garner sympathy. I don't know much about him like that. Like, I've seen him in movies and stuff. He cool and all, but I don't know enough about him like that to know if he homophobic or not.
Yeah, you know what? It's a strong possibility. There's some coaches that are really dead set against it. But again, what's her? She need to pick a battle. What are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing here? Which one you want to pick? You want to talk about y'all both begging. Because the girlfriend said, I done asked family and friends and they told us to go to a shelter. Yeah, go to a shelter. Go to a shelter, rough it out. And then maybe that'll get y'all moving to get off your butts and go get a job. I don't see why these two aren't working. Something ain't adding up. Something in the water ain't clean. Don, thank you for the super chat. This sounds like the Simmons family. Go work. Go work. I'm sorry. Go work. And we'll deal. We can deal, counseling or whatever. But here's the sad part. I'm not saying this right, but a lot of times when these men are married and they have them a side chick and then they end up having a baby with the side chick, a lot of these men they're paid because they have to pay, but they will act like that side chick doesn't exist. It's dead wrong, but I know real live people where that happened. And the wife told them, don't bring that baby to my house. If you want to stay with me and I want to act like that baby don't exist. Now that's a whole nother story for another day. But I'm sorry, Etta, you was born into this situation. But at some point, go to therapy, but you got to get over it. Adele, what are your thoughts? Adele, I can't hear you. Is it me, guys?
No, I think
No.
I
think she's saying move on.
You're on mute. Oh,
yeah,
she
we
said
can't.
move on. Okay, who did I not go to? Nikki, what are your thoughts?
Oh my God. Y'all listen. Okay. I wrote some of them down because I was just like, I cannot. I 100% agree with Miss E on this for a few reasons. I just don't know. And like I said, I'm not a parent, but I just don't know why. Well, let me just go in order. I think it's ignorant. And that's not like a dig at anybody. I'm just saying it's just like an uninformed idea that we all just go along with the fact that America has told us that at age 18, it's like some sort of like, I don't even get it. It's like some sort of reward that a badge you're getting to, I kicked my daughter out at 18 or I kicked my son out at 18 and it's a badge of honor if they make it. I don't understand. To me, that's not logical to say, go struggle when you don't have to. I'm not saying that you're supposed to give them everything, the whole world, and they're supposed to be obnoxious, but I just don't understand. I don't subscribe to this whole, your child need to struggle life because you struggled up because your grandma struggled. Like, if I got tens of millions, and then why is it about the money? Why is it about the money? Because she wants help? I would love to throw this question to the panel for the people that have kids. If your child asks you for help because she's struggling, and I don't know where we got this notion that somehow she isn't working or somehow her girlfriend isn't working and they're just not in this tough situation, because I don't know about y'all, but I've been broke before. I don't really ask people for money, but I'm just saying I have. And so, but that's my own personal thing. That's just who I am. I can't apply who I am to everybody else because I have a good work ethic, because I want to live a certain way. So I'm just going to apply this to everybody else. And it's not always that the child it just wants somebody's money. And as far as like the comments that people were making about, oh, she went to private school, let's be very clear. The child didn't pay for private school. Last time I checked, children can't work unless you're in some other country that's legal. But since you can't work, who paid for the child? Who paid for the child to go to private school? The parent. So let's just keep it a buck. The child can't pay. So why are we putting the fact that her parents sent her to private school on her, like she's living some sort of high life when she may not?
Nikki, hold on, everybody. I'm gonna let you finish. But I think you missed our point with private school. We're saying this girl got a good education. Now you letting that education go to waste, so we need to call that private school and they need to take that high school diploma back, because you're a disgrace to the diploma.
I can't
get out there.
No, absolutely not.
No, hold on. Hold on. And let me add this to the situation. Everybody does not kick their child out at 18. My mother did not. I'm not doing that to my kid. Now I believe in, if I have it, you got it, baby boy. We be at the Starbucks together.
So why are you saying that about her then?
Well, no, the restaurants know both of that. No, okay. What I'm saying is, if your father is a deadbeat, if your father don't want to have nothing to do with you, you can't sit around and call everybody up talking about, can y'all help me? Did you not hear her girlfriend say, I called all my friends? Sister girl, y'all got to work. Y'all have each other. Y'all should be sitting down with paper and pen. How can we figure this out? There's studio apartments out there. There's rooms y'all can rent. Oh, if we go to a shelter, they're going to split us up. Y'all not sisters trying to go to a shelter.
Oh, my God. I can't. And I can't, because I used to work at a transition center with young adults. Now, these young adults happen to be people who are aging out of foster care. So it's a different story. But I apply the same logic to all the big wigs and all the people that are in charge that make the real decisions, not the people that work on the front line like me, where it's like, oh, well, they should just go to a homeless shelter. I'm like, this person is 19. I can send her to the Covenant House, but do you know how many crazy people are at that Covenant House or that homeless shelter you're trying to send her to? And again, who is going to send their child to a homeless shelter when they have a home that she could stay in? That is ludicrous to me, to even think that that's what she should do. I think I can't hear.
It's also ludicrous to compare a child aging out of foster care.
No, it's not. I'm not saying. I said from the beginning. I said it's different. I know. I'm aware that it's different.
Okay, I missed that. I apologize.
No, I'm fully aware it's a different thing. What I was saying was this: I've worked with the people who were aging out of foster care. And I worked and had to sit at the table with the people who were making the decisions and listen to them say things like, well, we could just send them to the shelter. And I'm just like, no, we can't. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying about the whole situation. I'm saying I've sat at those tables with people who make remarks like that, and they're not sending their children to the shelter. Like it's such an easy thing to go be in a shelter. Do you know how dangerous a shelter is?
Nikki,
like,
Nikki, let me say this to you right now. Would you, if Etta was your friend and she called you and she needed a place to stay, or she wanted some money. You giving her the money, her and her girlfriend? I'm of the mindset of this, right? I'm a single person. If you got a mate, and I don't care what your mate is, that ain't my business. I don't care if you have a mate. How are you and your mate calling a single person for some cash? Y'all got problems, and I'm going to help y'all.
That's that part.
Listen, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
That's that part.
But let's just be clear.
But Nikki, wait a minute though. Wait a minute, y'all.
If I could just answer. You asked me a question.
Okay, because
I'm gonna let you answer, right?
Okay.
My kid, because he got his license, I don't know, 16, whatever. He got the license or whatever. And he was able to, because you got to wait 6 months, whatever the case may be. Soon as he got, he was ready to get his car, whatever the case may be. You know what I told that brother that I love with everything in me? You got to get you a job. Because I cannot be buying gas for you and me. Okay, now I'm going to pay for your Easy Pass. I'm going to pay for your AAA.
Playing with you.
But you got to get a job. You got to start showing these kids responsibility when they're young so they don't wake up like Etta, thinking, oh, everybody else is supposed to take care of me. If I really love you, I'm going to show you how to manage a bank account. If I really love you, I'm going to tell you you're going to need yourself a job.
You better preach, Diva.
Something happens to me tomorrow, you're going to be calling a stranger talking about help me? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So to answer your question,
yes.
I have a goddaughter who is now, I think, like 22. And her mom isn't the best. Her grandparents aren't the best. And I knew she didn't grow up in a very good environment. However, like 2 years ago, she was struggling. Her and her boyfriend were both living in a car. She's like 8 months pregnant. He's working at like the Home Depot or FedEx or something. They were struggling. They were like financially, they were struggling. They did get their life together. My point is
your legs to broke people.
They're married now. They have a whole beautiful life. But I'm saying, when she did show up, yes, I'm gonna help her. Like I have a heart. I'm sorry. I have a heart. I'm not gonna give money to people who I know are intentionally trying to use me or something like that. I'm not that girl. Because I do believe in a strong work ethic, like I believe in parents need to teach their kids how to budget and be realistic. What I don't believe in is this idea that because you're 18, let's just all be clear. Age and maturity are two totally different things. There's plenty of people walking around here who are 50-some years old and still don't have the sense of a 19-year-old. They don't have the maturity yet. It's just the age.
True.
It doesn't necessarily mean that you have the wherewithal to go out there and be logical. Secondly, Diva, I know you said something earlier, and I'm only addressing this because I used to think this way when I arrived in college, right? I was like, well, I was able to do this and I was able to do that. And I go to school and I do this, that, and the third. That's me and my life, me and my capabilities, me and my education, me and my study time. I cannot apply that to everybody that comes and tries to get an education at said university. Everybody can't do it. So this idea that because she's 18, we're assuming because she went to private school or whatever else, then by default, she's able to go and thrive in life. I'm sorry.
But Nikki, you forgot to say.
Hold on, because I got to get to where I got to let the other people in the building. And then I'm coming to you and I'm coming down. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, guys, because I see people trying to get on the train. The train is packed. Once you see 10 people up here, the train is packed. The conversation is heated. Okay? And we're going to get down to this. Come on now, Shay. I'm just saying, Shay. I ain't trying to do nothing. I'm just saying, Shay, right? I mean, like I said, this train is titled "Woe Is Me." Woe is Etta. Boy, yeah, because I see you was about to pass out over here.
And I also fixed my my thing here.
Are you off mute, Royer?
Okay, I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you, Adele, right after Royer.
I didn't finish all my stuff, but go ahead.
Okay.
I'm believing that we're going to sit up here and act like America pays the average person some good money to have a decent apartment. We're talking decent.
Come on.
Tell me where in America that they are paying people. Because I already told you people what I make and what I do. I already told you that. So tell me where in America that they are giving people ample money to pay rent in a decent place that's livable since we bringing it up, for someone that quote unquote went to private schools. I went to private school. That don't mean nothing. Just because you go to them be the dumbest ones. If we want to keep it real and honest about it, let's just keep it 100% real. They'll be the ones on the life of short bus. For real.
Ooh.
So let's keep
the train is on fire, Diva.
Secondly,
Brian, are you done?
Am I done?
No.
Yeah.
Let finish.
He already said he wasn't done.
Well, give him his credit. Go ahead, where are you? Train is shaking.
It is about to shake.
You know I'm playing with him.
Yes, yeah. Y'all know it's all love. Yeah, it's about to flip over in a minute. Secondly, as you stated, Diva,
let me put my seatbelt on.
Has to teach
Don't flip it over, Troy.
I am. The parent has to teach the child that they need to get a job. They need to be responsible. They need to save money. They need to be with someone that will help them do those things. It don't sound like to me, according to what y'all saying, that he was in her life to provide those things. And I popped in a little late, so I believe y'all said the mama was a drunk, right?
They also said she was an actress and a Miss Asia.
Okay, so
she can still
with
be
all of this going
alcoholic.
on, I'm still waiting on somebody to tell me, well, little mama was supposed to receive all of this, that she's supposed to have all of this responsibility at 18. That's just not something that naturally comes to people, especially those who have grown up going to private schools, since we keep saying that. And then the homophobicness, that's just a whole nother situation in itself. So I'm not even gonna go there because that'll really set me on fire. But I just feel like we're being very harsh on this young lady. I don't feel like there's any problem if you are, because nobody has set up here and said factually that they don't work. They didn't say that. So like I said, America ain't paying the average person, a nice payment to rent somewhere. Rent has gone up so much. A raggedy rinky-dink apartment is $1,200. I mean,
exactly.
Also, what was my other point? Because y'all said so much, I was just behooved back here. That's okay. I'm gonna keep going. I know I'm right. Oh, the calling on a friend. So, Diva, if I was in need, you wouldn't help me out.
The party violin once again.
Yes, Warrior. Warrior.
Let me answer Warrior. Let's do facts here. He already know. I'll be like, you on speaker. I'm here to help you out. But my problem is, I'm going to help you if you're going to also help yourself. But I'm not going to be throwing my money into no bottomless pit. Okay? You got to have a plan. Because you know what they said? Teach a man to fish and he'll eat every day.
Teach a man. You said it. Teach him. She ain't been taught.
But listen. Let me tell you something. If you did not get taught by your parents, then you got to crack open the books and start teaching yourselves. Because if everybody who did not get taught by their parents was sitting back talking, woe is me, the world would be really jacked up.
Well, it is.
There's a lot of people that didn't have. There's a lot of people that didn't have the support that she did have. And let's be honest, okay? There's been people that had raised their kids up on welfare and has done better, and their kids is doing better than she's doing. So we're not gonna sit here and say she can't do something. She may not get the luxury apartment that she wants, but she can work at McDonald's and FedEx and Walmart, and she can have her a decent life. When she won't be begging somebody else to take care of her. If you can't do it that way, then she can apply for Section 8, baby.
Excuse me. Section 8 has a waiting list.
Hold on. Section 8, reduce housing, get a room.
It's a waiting list.
You can go to, let me tell you, you can go to Habitat for Humanity. Let me tell you, they ain't gonna just give you a house. They gonna give you a note with that house, but they gonna do it according to what you make. You just got to.
And the thing y'all missing upon this is it's two of them. Like Nikki said, Nikki G said that she deal with them when they come to her when they in crisis. I deal with them when they come to me looking for a job because I do handle the unhoused. And the problem is that it's two of them being sorry. It's one thing in Nikki's situation that she knew of that the young lady was pregnant and then the baby father was working. and they was in a bad situation. That's something different. The both of them are not working, and that is what is called a grift. I will not be homeless with another person. Okay? It is no reason for two people who are together to be homeless. If I need for someone else to go out and work at McDonald's, I'll hold down the tent until you get back. And then after that, I'll go find a night job and I'll work the night and you hold down the tent. And together we'll sleep in our car until we get us some coin together to two people can make a living enough to hold down a hotel, an apartment that's $1,200 because it's two people. I'm telling y'all that is a grift.
That's you though. You can't apply it
in order to qualify.
Hold on, because Denzel did not get in this conversation. Hold on 1 second. Come on, Flip. It's two grown people that happen to have a cell phone to upload a video on YouTube so that they can cry, woe is me. My daddy's not helping me. And my friends, I called my friends and they told us to go to a shelter. But if we go to a shelter, they're going to split us up. Denzel, what are your thoughts?
This is a hard one. Everybody, listen. Everybody has the right to their opinion. I agree. I do agree with Warrior. I agree with you, Diva. I agree with y'all. But so allegedly, my words. I'm trying to get my words out. So allegedly, Jackie Chan don't want to be in his daughter's life allegedly because she is gay.
That's what she's saying.
Allegedly. Well, I mean, allegedly, she's saying that's what he's doing. I don't know if he is if he is doing that. That's messed up. And then allegedly her mom is a alcoholic. That's a lot. That's a lot. Now the question is, because that video, I'm not trying to be funny, but that video, it looked kind of sketchy to me. And that place that they in now, a lot of people want to know. I want to know that place that they in, is that their place or somebody else's?
Come on now, come on, talk. Do
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Because they homeless. Why wasn't that video taken on the streets?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And this is another thing. Why is she talking now?
Okay, now.
Why is she talking now? If that was, I'm not trying to be funny. Like I said, I'm not trying to be fun. I'm not trying to get people mad. But the point is, why she didn't say nothing back then if that's what that is. I mean, come on.
How do you
come
know
on now?
Exactly.
Let Denzel finish now. Let
me finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Yeah, talk that talk, Denzel.
So, we need to know, did she ask her parents help? Did she? We don't know. I'ma just be, look, where I live at, it is expensive to live here in Raleigh. Thank God I have Section 8. And where I live at, I'm gonna be honest with you. Where I live at, they charge people like $1,000 something for certain apartments over here. I thank God I have Section 8 because these apartments they were built in the 80s. And they trying to charge people a lot of money for these apartments, and they should be ashamed for themselves, because I have seen a lot of homeless people downtown. It's not. It's a sad situation, and I feel sorry for people, because it is people that is really going through that. But it is some people that choose it.
Well,
It's some people. It's some people that choose that. It is some people that would choose to be homeless. I don't know why, but some people are choosing that. Some people don't want to be told what to do.
Yeah.
So I don't know, and they seem a little off. I don't know. They just seem a little off.
Something in the water ain't clean. Let me get to
Yes.
Adele. What are your
I'm
thoughts?
sorry about the long wait.
You're fine. You're fine. Thank you for the super chat. Maybe they were working for bar one.
Hey, Diva, somebody put in the chat a good thing. Brian McKnight disowned his kids. They ain't out here asking for money.
Come on now.
They making it.
They making it. They making the way. Come on now. Adele, what are your thoughts?
There was a lot of good points made so far. So I'm going to try not to repeat what was already said. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's very clear that this situation started out wrong in the beginning anyway. This was an affair. There was a relationship with a mom per se after the affair. He said he'll take care of his responsibility, but obviously this was no loving daughter relationship. It was more like I'm paying my monthly amount, and obviously it was enough to put private school in there. And I'm going to say this. There's private school and there's private school. There's church private school. There's different kind of private school that we have in our community. And there's certain private school that money buys. That puts you, and I think this is what you were talking about, Diva, the ones that teach you all of this stuff when the money's there, right? And I'm not saying the other private school are not giving, but it's like it's a different kind of thing. At the end of the day, I'm looking at this situation thinking that, yeah, it's good clickbait when you can say, oh, he's not in my life because of my homosexuality, but he wasn't in your life before that.
Come on now. Okay, all shoot it down. Come on now. Talk about it.
So so it's like it's not right either way, but at the same time, just because you want the attention, if you say that, then everybody will jump on. At the other part, and like a lot of people have said this already, you're a certain age, there's two of you. If they really want to, and I feel like Denzel said something too, they probably have enough school for people from the private school that they went to that's rich, that they could jump around, which is probably what they're doing, that has money, jump around from their friends and friends' house, and they're asking for money because they probably want their own thing for other people to pay for, and that's some people don't want to do that. So figure it out. Stand up on your own 2 feet or 4 feet and figure it out. Yeah, get your stuff together. Yeah. So at the end of the day, obviously, and by the way, full disclosure, I love Jackie Chan, but he in a better situation. I hope he would do better. But obviously, he decided to stay with his wife, and maybe they have some rule or something they came up with, because in their culture and the status that he has, which is a conservative, he lives in China.
You went. Did I just lose Adele, or did everybody?
We lost her.
Yeah, we lost her.
Your last words. We still can't hear you. Okay, well, I'll go to somebody else. But you know what, Adele? Talk that talk. Talk that talk. Because she said a key thing that we all kind of missed. She said he was never in your life even before you came out with your sexuality, because he never cared about you. He just
what I said.
Exactly.
They never had a relationship before.
You did say that. Robin.
Why does that matter if he never cared?
Because that
because you can't expect him to pay for you now. If he wasn't studying you then, what make you think he's gonna be studying you now?
Exactly. Come on now.
If you want my answer is sometimes.
Let her finish.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay. That connects to the part where she wants to throw to the forefront her sexuality, but in the meantime, he was never there anyway. It's not like he was taking you to daddy-daughter dances. He wasn't doing anything. Are you saying that when you got to give us more details? Are you saying that once he found out as an adult that you had this sexuality, he cut you off? No, she playing in our face, y'all.
Exactly, Diva. Exactly.
Can I just say to I think, in my opinion, because I didn't hear all of it, but even if your parent, whatever, didn't care about you or wasn't there for you or whatever the case may be, we can't apply that answer because people grow, right? So if, let's say, I was some person wilding out at 19 and I had a baby and I wasn't in my child's life or whatever, but then I got my life together and now I'm a successful whatever that might be, to have this idea that my child is crazy because they now want a relationship with me, whatever it is. Why would that be wrong? Why can't that be?
First of all, no.
Why can't that be a
This the thing, Nikki.
reason?
I think you putting two things together that don't mix. Okay. As far as me supporting you, okay, I'm only obligated, and I'm gonna say obligated because that's the word everybody usually uses. I'm only obligated to take care of you as a child. Once you reach adulthood, I'm not obligated to take care of your full needs, okay?
Really?
This is the time, yes, really. This is the time where you get out there and do it for yourself, okay? Now, being the parent that I am, my kids are in school, so I don't want them working, so I do for them. They call me when they need money, I put it on their cards. I do it every time, okay? But when they get out of school, I expect them to get a job. Because I'm not raising no sorry ass men to be leeching off another woman.
Come on,
I already know how that was.
Like, hold on, guys, because we didn't even get to the next topic. We almost an hour in. 72 cents, girlfriend, talk to the people. Well, Etta has a phone and a famous father.
And why we keep talking about her family? What the girlfriend family?
Hold on. She's part of a YouTube channel.
See? Suspect. Right, Diva? Suspect, right?
He said, Grifting channel. She'll be eligible for monetization in a few days.
She could become a YouTuber and make some money.
I can't with you.
Listen, where there's a will, there's a way.
Okay.
You could have, okay,
hold on,
no,
guys. Hold on. 72 cents, I appreciate you. Thank you. Jonathan, I appreciate you.
No.
And Diva, I've been in the bushes for a while, and I must say I truly love your lives. And they are very deep, and I'm grateful to hear you every time I catch you on live. Well, you know what, Jonathan? I love you back. Thanks for being here. Thanks for riding the train. Jonathan, now did you hop the train? Did you hit that like button? Hey, I love you, Jonathan. Thanks for being here. Okay, so listen, guys, we're not, obviously, we can't even resolve this. You know, we're not going to resolve this tonight. We're not, because the train is shaking.
It is.
It's derailed.
Okay? And clearly there are some individuals that are okay with leechers.
Your child is a leech? Stop. Knock it off. I'm from New York now. Knock it off. I cannot with you. I can't.
Okay. Okay.
Next topic.
Okay, thank you, Leo. Bring me back. Okay,
yeah.
Going into this topic really quickly. Nene Leakes from the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
You know, you trying to throw tonight, don't it, Diva?
Child, let me tell you something. So Miss Nene Leakes, Lenithia Leakes, you know, the paparazzi ran into her, and she said she spoke to Kim Zolciak. And I almost fell off my seat. I said, huh? I spoke to Kim. She said she spoke to Kim because Kim called her when, Greg passed away. So she said, I'm going to reciprocate, because I know right now she's going through hard times. Her and Croy are breaking up. So she said she gave her a call. And then when they asked her, well, how's she doing? She went all around in circles. Well, I don't know. I guess she's good. Divorce is hard. Girl, you spoke to her. How is she doing? Okay. Then they asked her, would you go back to RHOA? She said, pretty much I wouldn't do it for myself, but the fans want me there. So for the fans, I would do it. Because she said, have you seen the ratings? She constantly throwing shade at the job she wants to go back to. And she doesn't realize that, guess what? The door is closed. Now, I'm tired of talking about this subject because not only is the door closed, they bolted it down. They put cement on it. They paved over it. And guess what? There is no bridge because she blew up the bridge herself. And Amen. She said for Bravo, Andy, NBC, Universal, Truly Entertainment. She told all of them, keep my name out your mouth. So now every time the paparazzi come, you want to talk about, yeah, I would go back. I just need to talk to Andy. I just need to talk. They ain't got no conversation for you, girl. They will let RHOA go down in the gutter and have his final show before they ever allow Nene Leakes to come back on RHOA. I promise you that. They're not going to have, because you know what? You a disgruntled employee. I'm going to bring you back and you said I'm racist. I'm going to bring you back and you tried to sue me. I'm going to bring you back and you named a chick on the lawsuit, says she helped with the racist environment, but yet you kiki and ha-ha with her? Well, which one is it? And here's the thing. You want to come back. Do you know if they did some racial sensitivity classes over there? Do you know if they changed the racial environment? Why would you walk back into a fire? No, it's a 3-alarm fire over there. I will not be going back. And my thing is, everybody says she's the powerhouse. She's the house that built RHOA. And all I'm saying is, I'm not trying to be fresh, and I ain't trying to shake the chain. If she's the house that built RHOA, why can't she go build something else? Why can't she build something else? How about this? There are some people on YouTube, I promise you, at the top of their game, they making hand over fist cash. Hand over fist. Why she didn't get her camera and her phone? Candy got speak on it. You better holler at Candy and ask her how much speak on it is making. That girl is raking in the dollars on YouTube every month over there speaking on it. And she's still getting a Bravo check, and she's still getting check from Blaze, the Braodway, and everything else.
Playroom Candy, holler at the people.
Come holler at the people. So my thing is, why would you at the very least, you keep saying everybody's blocking you? Well, YouTube accept everybody. Get a name and turn on your camera. You're gonna get it popping.
Honey, she got a name.
That's what I'm just saying, a name for your channel. So what I'm saying is that if you really wanted to keep going, you could have done it. If you that girl. But you know what I see Nene as? She's the person that she wants to collect the check. She don't want to earn that check by being an entrepreneur on her own. But that's just my thoughts. I'm going to start at the bottom. Denzel, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I saw that video on TMZ. I saw that video. And yeah, it's kind of weird that she said that she talked to Kim Zolciak, but allegedly she had her on the
lawsuit, baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Yeah, my words be getting twisted sometimes. I can't get my words out. I hate it. So she had Kim on the lawsuit. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then if you go back to her YouTube channel, if you go back on her YouTube channel, she decided to leave the show. She thanked Andy Cohen and Bravo. Okay. Now she didn't say she didn't call them racist then.
Listen. All right.
I mean,
right.
Huh?
All right, go ahead, Denzel. Did you finish?
No, I'm not done.
Okay.
Am I taking so long, Deep? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I didn't want to cut you off. But
No, you good. But the point is I'm trying to make is that she's saying that allegedly Andy Cohen and Bravo is racist. Well, before this, she thanked them, so I'm confused. And not only that, she talking about she will go back to the show for the fans. Why would she want to go back to a place that she said was a racist environment? I'm confused. I don't get it. And she could go to BET VH1 and ask them to give her a show, or she got a YouTube channel and she could be a YouTuber herself. She can make that money. That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's it, and that's all. In my opinion, what are your thoughts?
Okay, y'all being rough on pole, Miss Lanithian Leaks.
Partly.
Yeah, y'all being rough on her. Listen here. First of all, she couldn't tell you what Kim said because she ain't called Kim, okay? And if she did call Kim, Kim ain't got no cell phone, so that service off. Okay, she just didn't want to tell you that girl doing bad. She broke too. She selling her wigs and panties and clothes and everything else online. So yeah, she ain't talked to Kim. Okay. She just didn't want to say it, and out that girl, that girl ain't got no dang on cell phone. Remember we was talking about trying to sue her for that 2005. Man, they ain't got no money over there, okay? They ain't got no money. I wonder how them kids over there eating and everything. And Nene, let me tell you, well, she did have a point, with the ratings, because if you go back and check those ratings, the average rating, it ain't been the same since season, I want to say season 12 or 11. So yeah, the rate's been dropping for a while, and we all talked about it. Shoot, the show dry. I mean, we can get rid of Sanya and everybody else. She can have her salary. I mean, we can get rid of Marlo, all them, and give her a salary. I mean,
but in my opinion, I gotta bring you back. Regardless of the ratings was fell. It was dropping. If Nene want to be 100, if she want to keep it 100, the ratings were dropping on her last 2 seasons on there too. So what?
I'm just saying. Bravo just threw that shade at her and everything else. I'm just saying. We can't be so rough on Nene. Like when Nene came on the show, we all knew Nene didn't have nothing. She had just came out the strip club and stuff. You seen them wigs when she first got on the show. You watched season 1. Them wigs was horrible. Okay. Yes, let's have a heart for niggas. We don't want her to go back there, do we?
She's not gonna go back there. I mean,
girl, she counting them pennies.
But let's just bring it back for 1 minute. Let's bring it back seriously. I just want to deal with seriously what her keep on for years. For years, keep talking about going back to Bravo. All jokes aside, I'm going to need her to go to therapy and let it go.
I'm telling you, at the very least, they owe her a spinoff or something. They do.
No, they don't.
No, wait, hold on. No, hold on, guys. In my opinion, seriously, there's people that in the real world, they get fired from their job after being 30 years on the job, giving their heart, mind, body, and soul to that job. And they get fired and they don't even leave with a watch.
Look at ESPN.
Wait, hold on 1 second. Some of them, when they get fired, they're not entitled to their pension or their 401k anymore. These jobs are out here doing people dirty. They owed her what she already got, the checks that she got when she was working for Bravo. And if we don't wake up, all of us, I'm saying, right, and realize that you could be here today, go tomorrow, where no matter where you work, then you foolish, right? And when you working for somebody else, everybody, we can all say that she was the house that built Bravo and RHOA and all that. It don't matter. She's gone now. There's a clear story. Gucci, nobody in the Gucci family actually owns Gucci anymore. So their great-great-grands want to wake up talking about, well, that's my parents' name, my great-grandparents' name, and we did all this for Gucci. So what? Y'all don't own it no more. Get away from our headquarters in this door. So what I'm saying is, Nene, she's doing herself a disservice. She thinks it's cute, and she thinks that Bravo is going to see this and they're going to wake up and bring her back. Bravo is done with her. It's been time for her to figure something out and move on. Now, see, here's the thing. If she was that girl, I'm telling you, she would put in the work. I'm trying to see which thing I have this on. So you started a channel. To me, if I was that girl, you started this channel. You got 421 subscribers and no videos. What we doing? See, to really show people that you that chick, when they let you go, you do so much in those streets that they ain't got no choice but to call you back, because everybody is saying your name because you out there killing it.
But you know they done blackballed her. It ain't like she got very many places she can go. They done blackballed her everywhere.
You can go on YouTube.
She blackballed herself.
Go on YouTube.
That part, Diva.
You got not a video on the channel. So if CBS, ABC, NBC, all of these people blackballed you, you can go on YouTube. Not for nothing, they blackballed Will Smith and he still put out that slave movie. They blackballed Will Smith and he's still doing what's that darn show he did, that franchise he does with the
Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence. He's still doing Bad Boys 4.
See?
You can't roll over and play dead and lay dead.
Unless you with more research.
Yeah, come on. Nene is being Etta, Jackie Chan Estranged daughter, talking about please help me. I'm sorry, Nikki. What are your thoughts?
Okay, so I don't know. I do agree somewhat with in my opinion, because I like Nene. I feel like she kind of, her personality, even if she says something shady or whatever, it just still, you kind of agree with her a little bit, because there's like a little bit of truth in that joke that she told about whoever. But I feel like, and I do agree with the people that say, she built Bravo, because I'll give her that. I do feel like people would come on different shows all the time and say, I only watch Atlanta, and I watch all of them. So I think there's something to be said about that. But I do feel like, I think Nene's a classic case of somebody who buys into their own BS, right? So it's sort of like you want to be a star, like they have those child stars and they're stuck there. They have like Arrested Development though, on some level, with how famous they were when they were a child. And and like I said before, it's intoxicating. If everybody's telling you how beautiful you are, how smart you are and all that, at some point, if you don't keep your ego in check or have someone that can check you, it can kind of like mess with your head. And I definitely think that happened to her. And I think I said in the chat, ego is not your amigo. So like, I feel like she kind of stood up tall and looked down on the people and felt like y'all ain't going to be nothing without me. And she, to me, feels like a child that threw a temper tantrum because she couldn't get what she wanted. In my opinion, I think she should have, it would have been great if she would have been mature about it. Like, for example, if I send an email because somebody pissed me off at work, I'm not going to send it until my husband reviews it, because I'm emotional. And so it's going to be like, I feel this way. My husband's not going to do that. He's going to get right to the point. He's going to make an educated argument, so to speak. Like, he's like my lawyer, if that makes sense. And I know that about myself. I know I'll make it about how emotional and how it made me feel. And that's not what you need to get the results that you want. And I recognize that. She's not that type of person. Like, even I'm sure at some point, Greg probably tried to tell her certain things. Not that he's the best person to tell her, but he knew her the longest. And I'm sure he probably tried to advise her. But even with him, it was just kind of like, I'm above you. I make more money than you. I'm on this show over here that got canceled and this show over here that got canceled. And she wasn't recognizing that, like, there's an art to keeping friends. Not saying these people are your real friends, but there's just an art to, when people talk about you when you're not there, you want them to say good things about you. And the problem with her, she's done so much to like turn the people that have the power off, that it's kind of like, girl, we love you, but you can't sue us and then come back and ask for your job. You can't do that. So, but I hope she makes it. I hope one day she gets it, but I don't think she's there yet. That's my opinion.
She's not there. The YouTube channel has 0 videos.
Hey, Diva.
Yes.
I want to
she
tell you something.
She must have deleted her videos because she did have videos on there.
Hey, Diva, the YouTube channel that you showed, the one you show, it don't have videos on it, but she got another YouTube channel and it got videos.
Send it to me. I need to see it. I could have pulled up the wrong one. That's the only one I was able to pull up. So send it to me. Okay. Adele.
Yeah.
Tell us with the knowledge, Adele.
For me, I have love for Nene because she's one of those people. She can do the worst thing, but you still love her underneath because she does it in such a way. It's like almost like a Tasha K, where it's like they're entertaining, excuse a lot of things. the unfortunate thing is with Nene is that when Greg got sick, she lost something, and she went into trauma. And a lot of the things she did, I don't think she did it as herself per se, because she would go far, but she would never go as far as she did. She still had all of that emotion in her, and I think she just vomited out in the situation, which is
Adele, you broke out. You went out again. Okay, so thank you, Denzel, and thank you, Roy. Okay, so
You're
he has
welcome.
the channel, 154K subscribers and 67 videos. And the last video was that the last video 3 years ago, Roy? When was the last video? 3 months ago? Come on, girl, she ain't putting in the work. She got 2 that was 3 months ago, and then she got 1 that was a 1 year ago. She got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the work. Cocktails and conversations, you got to put in the work.
Exactly.
And it looks like, listen, this tells you she don't want to do the work, because these videos got views on them. 118K, 103K. You know how much money you would get? She don't want to put in the work. I do not feel sorry for her. We all got the work. She's another one. Woe is me. I'm sorry. Adele, thank you, Roy. I appreciate you. Adele, did you finish? Okay, I'll go. Wayne, what do you
You know, all I gotta say, first of all, like, I don't watch the Atlanta, but I watched it for years, and it's so much on the internet and YouTube, it's easy to keep up with. But my thing is that if me and you were best friends,
come on now, talk to the people.
I mean, we was tight.
Yes.
Come on.
Okay. Would a reality show break our friendship if you that tight?
No, sir.
Right. And my thing, Nene, reason I stopped it because, and somebody said, oh, we need to bring the OGs back and the parties or whatever. I mean, how many trips can you have?
Come on.
How many modeling shows can you have? Everybody got something, and every time when they had it, they was arguing, fighting, or whatever they got to do. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, how much of this can you do? Mm-hmm. So, and Nene, I mean, I don't care what y'all say. I mean, I like her probably, as a person, but she was foul. I mean,
Wayne, talk to the people, Wayne. Can we tell the truth and shame the devil?
Yeah, she was foul. And she had it out with everybody. And not only was she foul, she was violent.
Amen. Amen.
And her and Kim Zolciak was, I mean, best friends. But you going on the bus, you going, jump to her like you're going to fight her. And Kim jump. You remember that?
Yes,
that scene?
Yes, I do. Come on, talk.
I remember that.
Talk.
How you going to do it with your friends? Not only that, okay, when you like that, and you in, I don't want to say showbiz, but you in the industry, you don't think people watching that? She used to be on HSN doing her clothes. I went on HSN. Ain't nothing on there because people get tired of that, and people don't want to be associated with nasty people. I don't care who you are.
Okay, come on now.
They don't want to be associated with nasty people. And when she got off that show, my thing is that, and everybody says, oh, she made Bravo. Well, she's a damn fool if she ain't take some of that knowledge and do something with it. Okay, so whose fault is that? So, I don't really feel sorry for Nene. She had an opportunity, and she was on those. What was that show that sitcom she was on, where she was
Glee?
Glee? Yeah, she was a coach or something like that.
Glee.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think it was because of her that Glee was not on no more, but she had opportunities. But when you are seeking employment from other places, you got to come correct.
Yeah, you do.
And if people look at you, angry black woman, you don't want her, And that stuff, it just when you put it, when it's online, when it's on YouTube and everything, and everybody can see, they go back to that. So when you acting foul and ignorant and all that, so the housewives, I don't care what they do with them, but I cannot sit there and watch people fight all the time. It's the same. The storylines were always the same. They go on a trip somewhere. Everybody got to arguing and fighting. It's just the same thing. Why couldn't they, like somebody said, do something maybe humorous or something? I'm not saying they can't have some of those things, but I think to make it successful, you have to have a combination of a lot of things. All of our lives ain't we arguing all the time. I mean, show some things where maybe family times or stuff that doesn't turn into a big argument. Or if you do have discussions, they're discussions, agree to disagree. It doesn't always have to turn out into a knockdown, drag out fight on TV because people look at them.
Yeah, you know what Eva Marcel says? She says she will never go back because she's not going to deal with this manufactured, arguments and nonsense. So she pivot. She know how to pivot, right? And sometimes, listen, and y'all know because I'm 53, not age shaming, but Nene is a woman of a certain age. You really want to go back to RHOA so you could be arguing and saying you're going to spit in somebody's face and all that?
Exactly.
She thinks she's Barbie, so that ain't going to work.
It ain't going to work.
She thinks she's a black Barbie. It ain't going to work. And if she keep it up, she's going to look like Michael Jackson.
Oh!
Yeah, if she keep it up. Let me tell you something. How she got with her man is none of my business, but you know what? The man got a little style and flavor to him. Get on that YouTube channel and work it. Work it.
Right.
Work it. And then transition into some other things as you get that money, but work it. But what she keeps chasing is a dream of getting back that $2 million plus Bravo check. And I need to say to her, let it go. It ain't going to happen.
It's over.
It's over. Come on, Denzel.
It's over.
Speak to the people.
It's over.
The people. It's over.
And you see, Kim Fields ain't on there no more.
That part.
And Kim Fields is making movies.
But she's
exactly.
She's Kim Fields. That's not a fair.
Yeah. But see, but you know what, Nikki? Wait, I'm gonna come to you, Adele. You know what, Nikki? That's the thing that these reality stars have to realize too. A reality star and a star is not the same thing. The minute they shut you down off this reality TV, whatever power you thought you had is not going to translate into Hollywood. You know why? Because the real Hollywood actors, they couldn't stand them in the first place anyway. That's just facts. That's not me.
Exactly.
They couldn't stand them. They couldn't stand that they was getting Hollywood jobs just because of their name, and they was trained actors that was losing out to them. So the minute you're not on that TV anymore, when you Bravo, that's why you notice all of those ex-Bravo ladies that got kicked off, they darn near all beg for their job back. Nene's no different in terms of begging for a job back. The only difference is she sliced her own foot. Adele?
Kunta Kinte can run better than her.
That part.
Apologize.
Adele, did you say something?
Yeah, I'm sorry about my device. It keeps on putting me on mute. When I try to take it off, it spins. So if it happens again, just move on. But just to finish, I do believe all of what he just said. Like, we all watched her. We all saw all of that. The only thing is that, yes, you know, at the end of the day, it would be great if she had the education and understanding to get herself a part of what she helped created. But there is no question that she actually did help to create. Maybe there's a myth out there that gives her a lot more credit than she surely deserved. But the truth is, there's enough there that even if she doesn't have the credit, people should be able to say, including the Bravo itself, like what we have right now and who we are right now, we could never have been where we are on CNN. Anderson Cooper talking about Nene Leakes and all of those stuff. It's just one of those things. She created a buzz that helped to build them beyond everything else that she did. That being said, going back to the trauma, I think there's enough, because of that, there should be enough grace for her to help her rebuild. Normally, I would say, you know what, and she did make her own bed. She really did. Like, she more than did it. Like, she overdid it. But I'm just saying, by the grace of God, I really hope that she could rebuild herself on a humbler way, because I saw her on The Apprentice. She carried it everywhere she went. On The Apprentice, she did it. She was a housewife everywhere. And I didn't know why she had to do that. But I hope what she said about being in her soft era, like that video that you said you did, I hope that's true. And when she actually gets rebuilt, she comes with that instead of what she always had before. Because she did the work. She wasn't nice about it, and she was downright horrible, but I hope that was an act and the real person's coming out now. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Roya, you're up.
Okay. You know, there's a such thing as a time and a season for everything. And sometimes, you know, we are blessed with things, and then sometimes we walk ourselves out of a blessing.
Woo, child, come on now.
And that is exactly what Nene did. She walked her way out of a blessing. There were so many times, and I love Nene, and I definitely feel that she was a part of building the brand of Bravo. Because I was not watching Bravo before I found out about Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I won't even say just Nene. I feel like the Housewives of Atlanta franchise.
Oh, come on now, Roya. Come on now, Roya. God darn it, that's right now. Come on.
So, you know, I love Nene, but I can't put all of that on Nene's back. Nene would have not made Bravo what it was by herself. You needed supporting actors and actresses to help it be what it was. If it was just Nene and Greg and their family, it wouldn't have even been a 6-week sneak peek.
Tell the truth.
Come on now, Roya. Come
exactly.
on now.
Nene said, "Put some respect on her name." Sorry.
Talk that talk.
And I have.
Talk.
But that's the thing. Nene wants to make it seem like she did this all on her own. And you did not do this all on your own. You brought Kim. You brought Sheree. You brought other people that you knew would be able to help this show be what it is today. So,
and help her be what she was.
Put that on her back and say that she did all of this. That is no, ma'am.
Amen. I don't think
No, hold on, guys. Y'all better give it up for Roya.
Yes, indeed.
Exactly.
Because she ain't do that alone.
No.
Nobody said she did it alone, but like
everybody has set up on the screen and said Nene talked about she was a great
No, I still put
Hold on. This Roya's turn.
Okay.
Come on now. He said it. He said everybody sat up on this screen and said Nene built Bravo.
And not just in this video. We can go back a couple of videos and watch that many of us have said that Nene built Bravo, and Nene did not have
her name is synonymous with Bravo.
All of her back by herself. She did not. She was a supporting actor along other actors who helped make Bravo what it is today. Point blank. Period. Your name is Nikki. Look up. Go Google right now. Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Am I
gonna come up on the screen? Who's gonna come up?
No, listen. I'm not taking anything from what you're saying. I agree with you, but I'm saying I think what people are saying is like Nene has a presence, right? Even if you don't like her or whatever, people do.
Wait, people, I got a lot of other people to get to.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, finish your comment, okay?
Nene does have a presence, but Nene also has a presence of, because I don't have the terminology right now, I'm going to say this word. It's not as harsh as this, but it's a bully presence. I come in and I take over, and it's about me. How many times do we sit up and watch Nene completely just cuss people out, like AKA Cynthia? Cynthia is sweet as could be. What could you really sit up and cuss Cynthia out for? I mean, she wasn't perfect by no means necessary, but it's not necessary. It just, there was, even in Nene's wedding, when she did have specials, she was so mean-spirited, just a mean spirit. And then, like you said, Nikki, yourself, you cannot sit up and file a lawsuit claiming people are racist, naming people in the lawsuit, naming networks in the lawsuit, They didn't blackball you. You blackballed yourself. You
come on now.
Let me know where in America you can go to their company, name all of their managers and all of their companies,
yes,
and then come back and be like, I want my job back.
Come on now.
The original topic. The original topic was
nowhere.
And
nowhere.
So let me get on that topic.
Uh-huh.
If it actually happened, I think it was very nice that Nene reached out to Kim, because that is the Christian thing to do. You know, to reach out to those in need.
Yes.
So I appreciate her for doing that. But as far as you wanting to come back to Bravo, like, we just need to let that dream go. You had your time, you had your season, and we thank the Lord for it. You know, we glad that you had your time.
Wait, hold on, Roya. Can we get an amen? She had her season, her
amen.
Time.
Yes. Amen. Amen.
This is biased. This is biased.
And my last
there's no bias in someone's own opinion.
Y'all act like Nene was the only one that took somebody out though.
Excuse me.
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
She's a bully.
Computer that you say,
I'm gonna mute everybody. Let him finish his words. I can't help it that the conductor gets emotional when this man is talking.
Diva, you
biased, sis.
You take a side.
I can't.
No, she not taking sides. I sat up and was quiet while everybody else was talking. So if everybody can finish, let me finish my point. Where was I going?
All right, the conductor's going to be quiet, Roya, because they feel like I'm siding with you.
The people just upset because I'm giving the facts. But anyway, lastly but not leastly, if Nene really is about that life and she really wants to be back on Bravo so bad, you're going to have to put in the work, honey. Like Auntie Diva said, you're going to have to get up on this YouTube, because guess what? Over here, I'm trying to be somebody better than Nene one day. So guess what I got to do? I got to get on this YouTube every day, and I got to do these videos. I got to put in my work. What work are you putting in to get the reflection of what you want? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Because your past work is not going to hold you down. The past ain't going to hold you down. Season. So you got to do new work. Do the work.
Okay.
And you'll get the credit what you want. What you put in life is what you get out of life. You put all of this negativity and nastiness and all of this on TV. What you think is what's gonna come back? Blessings and happiness and glory? No, ma'am. You can't do people any old kind of way and think you're gonna reap a harvest. It don't work like that.
Boom.
It absolutely works that way. Sometimes for certain people. But Diva, can you do that for me?
Hold on.
Can we hear from everybody, please?
Yeah,
okay, sorry.
Get to other people.
I just want you to amen me too. That's all.
Oh, okay, amen.
Okay.
Y'all stupid.
Roya, thank you. Roya is speaking, preaching facts, honey.
He told the truth.
You better catch them facts over there at Roya's World. Drop the stuff in the chat, Roya.
Okay, well,
come through, Roya. Come through.
Diva, this one for you. Diva, this one for you. I want you to have that same energy the next time Candy blow up on somebody and get in their face and be ready to fight. I want you to tell everybody on this train how disgusting that is for her to be up in somebody's face trying to fight, because y'all sitting up here talking about her cussing people out of her trying to fight somebody. She ain't the only one. Everybody on reality TV and cuss somebody out and they got in somebody's face and tried to fight. Heck, Sheree even pulled Kim Weed.
Oh my God, y'all doing Nene to the conductor.
Yeah. Opinion. This ain't got nothing to do with that. This ain't got nothing to do with that opinion. And I love you, girl. I love you.
Candy did it on a regular basis. We just seeing Candy do this. Candy don't do this on a regular basis.
Man, Candy first season on that. She was on that about something. Don't do that. I'm gonna be blowing up in your face.
Okay, hold on. I still gotta get to E, Leo, Robin, and Smoke, and Dustin. Everybody chill. Let's hear the other people speak. And I'm gonna have to drop Kevin Costner and add him tomorrow, because y'all done tore this thing down. E,
I know, right?
E, what are your thoughts, E? Woo, child, the train is shaking.
So I'm going to need 30 seconds added to the clock, because I love, in my opinion, I do. But how can we say that we can't be so rough on Nene, but at the same time, we just mentioned in the last segment, we got to throw our kids out the house at 18. When it came to Etta, it was that Etta needed to get a job at McDonald's. So if the rent is $1,300 and you need 3 times that in order to get approved to move, McDonald's is not the answer. And I'm piggybacking off of the last segment before I get into Lanithia, because like Royer said, and this is just on my heart, with inflation and the cost of living being so high, some folks have to work 2 and 3 jobs just to qualify for a 600 square feet apartment. So Etta went to a Christian private school, and she is coming before us as a lesbian. Christianity does not promote lesbianism, so we can read between the lines. Her parents sent her to a Christian school, but they do not adhere to Christian ethics nor practice love and forgiveness like Christians. So make it make sense. We are only perpetuating systematic inequalities on behalf of our oppressors when we tell our kids to suck it up, pull up your bootstraps, work harder, and get over it. That's not cool. Now, about this Lanithia mess, I just want to make sure I get this right. So, Lanithia called Paula Dina Bravo and her red cup to offer some compassion regarding Kim getting a divorce and her house being foreclosed. What bothers me about this is that Nene is just like Tamar Braxton. What did Iyanla say to Tamar? Your behavior diminishes your message. Same thing we saw with Wendy and Candace over in Potomac. They were screaming colorism on Twitter all season long.
Come on now.
Then got to the reunion and said it wasn't no colorism. I'm tired of Black people using the race card, then begging to play the token chosen for $2 extra. How are you calling to action for the RHOA fans to boycott the network and claiming Paula Deen and Bravo Andy were allegedly using the N-word and sniffing the white sugar just to turn around and call Kim to see how things are going with this custody battle alongside her drinking and gambling problems? Like, I saw a meme this morning that said, stop trying to help people who God is trying to punish. So all of these bad things are going on in Kim's life. Lanithia, move out the way, girl. Let God work his magic. Miss Minnie is at the door and she got a chocolate pie for Miss Healy now. Move.
All right, E.
Luciana, thank you for the super chat. This live is the best comedy show I've ever seen. I'm going to contact Barbara right now. LOL. Listen, contact them. Telling the divas running the grade train over here, and it's shaking. And tell them that people are being disrespectful to the conductor.
Not nice.
Not nice. Come on, Dad.
Out of order. Out of order.
Out of order. Out of order. Leo, what are your thoughts?
I kind of feel like with Nene, I have very little sympathy because she went from doing a reality show, putting that because I'm not going to take her accolades from her.
Right.
She really put RHOA on the map with her genuinely being herself.
That's facts.
Genuinely being herself.
That's facts.
We love Nene in the early seasons. We love Nene. I never really even watched any housewife shows.
Okay.
I tuned in because of the antics of Nene, because she was funny shade. Yeah. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. And I loved it. But at this point in time, right, as a person me personally, I have reinvented myself maybe about 3 or 4 times, and I'm 51. I'll be 51 July 27th.
Yes, holla to the
She has to accept the fact that the past, Nene has to accept the fact that the past is the past.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Regardless of whether or not Bravo will take her back, I'm of the camp that Bravo have chucked her the deuces, and she will never come back to Bravo, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but even if it was allowed, she needs to move on and reinvent herself in another way. Yeah. She has the talent to do that. I think we call her short when we as the public advocate for her to go back to RHOA. Go back to RHOA. Go back to RHOA. No. She burned the bridge. Well, let's say she never burned the bridge. Let's just say she moved on because she had the Glee and the Broadway and all of that grind.
Right.
Do your thing. She has a talent that is marketable if she take control of the reins herself and put her own destiny in her own hands. She has had other opportunities that she has squandered. Yeah. But I really do believe that Nene has it in her for a second and a third and a fourth and a fifth act.
Yes.
If she stopped groveling to people to get a check and create a check.
Come on now.
You know, become more humble.
Yes.
Tap into the people who have created a check outside of reality TV. Yeah. Accept the fact that the door is closed, right?
Woo.
Accept it. And then move on to something else. Whether or not people owe her and did she build this and build that, and people need to respect that, and all of that can be that can be worked out in the wash.
Right.
But you need an income coming in now. Build a YouTube. If that's not your thing, create. Do something else. Link up with people that do create. Figure it out. Reinvent yourself with some form of dignity, then going back. Just in life, you have to let things go. Where you were your greatest in your 90s, in the 90s, in the 2000s, in the 2010s, that's all well and good.
Right.
You are great in that era. But what they say is, what you doing next? What you got going on? What you coming up with? What you doing next? You are in that realm. Create that. Everything ain't Bravo. There's a whole other opportunity out there for Nene to do something. Lenithia burn her bridge with Bravo because in her mind, she felt like she was bigger than Bravo. Then take that same energy and create something else for yourself, because you have the ability to do that, because that's already been seen in your history. And that's what I say.
Amen. Robin, you're up.
Thank you. As we have had this discussion, I have put in the chat all my things about all these different things, from whether or not and how Nene could create some other stream of income and entertainment. So I'm going to leave that alone and go to the original question, which, if I recall, had to do with Nene talking to Kim and then her saying that she would go to Bravo because the fans want her back. I am dubious about her having had this discussion with Kim, because remember, Kim was on the enemies list. But both Kim and Nene are what we in the hood call ass out. And that's fine. But more importantly, as my old friend David Patterson said to me one day, and I will never forget, and I always repeat, he said, there are no permanent enemies, no permanent friends, only permanent interests. They have a mutual permanent interest to be on a stage, to be looked at, ogled, to give out their, to act out and behave and get paid. And that's, I believe, what is at the core of them coming together. Because ain't no way in hell I'm going to say that you are racist and you did this to me, and now I'm going to be buddy with you. No, sir. Ain't that much forgiveness, Jesus, God, Allah, nobody, none of that for me. And I want to hear what Smoke got to say.
All right, Smoke, you're up.
Here's my thing. Let me be very clear when I say this. Nene in her soft era is a scheme that her and the Nigerians set up to come to us with the bullshit. That's what happens.
Oh God.
So let's keep that right there. So I'm not buying Nene's in her soft era. Nene is in spare change, ma'am. Spare change era with her coin cup out shaking and rattling outside of Bravo and NBC Universal. Because like everyone has said, there's not enough money, not enough zeros that you will have me going back to the plantation that the so-called master was there sniffing, slurping, choking on the white sugar. And you want to, we had to have a conversation, sit down and talk. Oh, absolutely not, honey. In your own words, the door is closed, it is bolted, it is locked, it is zip tied, it is no longer able to be accessed. So I don't understand why you are trying to revive the dead, Nene. You're the one that caused the do not resuscitate of your career at Bravo, because because you have only been known as a housewife. Nobody was checking for Lenithia with the nose and the chiclets for teeth, like Sheree said. But that's not neither here nor there. But my thing is this is why Nene talks out of both sides of her neck. How you gonna name Kim in your lawsuit and say, oh, because she called me, I'm gonna call and check in on her? And another thing that had left a sour taste in my mouth, I cannot look at Nene the way she took her husband dying and made it all about her and about her suffering. And it's like, when you took those vows for in sickness and health, were you just lying to God and Greg, or you just wanted the nice gowns and the pictures and be like, we got married? Because I can almost guarantee you, if the shoe was on the other foot, Greg was not perfect. He would not have done Nene the way she did him. With that being said, Lenithia, and also here's another point. The fact she did start a YouTube channel. Here's the problem though. She started a room where it was basically like a talk show where it was like basically a gay version of The View. Here's the thing though. Claudia Jordan is doing it better on Fox Soul, and they just moved to 5 days a week and they are getting paid. So you're right. She doesn't like to put in the work. She liked being on Bravo because basically it was an easy check. Yep. She at that time she knew that she was the head honcher and they were going to pay her what they wanted to pay her. She's not used to have to doing back breaking labor because Greg took her out of the club in Sugarloaf. So with that being said, Nene, I need you to, put on your big girl panties, be the best glamour that you are, and I need you to stretch your stuff and find something new because Bravo is gone. Okay, and so is that $2 million check per season.
Who child? They say you done left her in ashes. Dustin, what do you want to say, Dustin?
I don't think she's gonna go back to Bravo, and if she does, I'll be surprised. Bravo is done with Nene Leakes, and that's gonna be the end of that.
That's facts. That's facts. And y'all, I cannot get into this Kevin Costner story. We're gonna have to add that to another I can't even talk. That got to be pushed to tomorrow because y'all done shucked this train ride upside down and all the way around. And they said Smoke is back, E is back, the people is in the building. We on the train, y'all. Then you can't come over here to this train ride if you ain't ready. We on the train. And the train got shook tonight, honey. It was shaking. And I'm not even going to ask for your final thoughts on these topics because y'all done bust these topics down. So in the note of, we did throwbacks last night. We did a little throwback last night. We went down memory lane. So our closeout is going to be, what was your favorite cereal growing up if you had one? I'm going to start at the bottom. Denzel, did you have a favorite cereal growing up?
Yes.
What was it?
The Oreo cereal.
There was an Oreo cereal?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ew, that thing is nasty.
Denzel,
I made my mama spend $5 for that, and I was mad because it tastes like crap. No.
Leave him alone. That was his cereal, okay?
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, y'all remember Sugar Smacks? Okay.
Oh, that was good too.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay. All right. So wait, okay, hold on. Dustin, did you have a favorite cereal growing up?
Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs. We got Cocoa Puffs in the building, and we got some Oreos in the building. They said Tricks Are for Kids, Apple Jack, Fruity Pebbles, okay? We got the cereals coming in. Trix, Cream of Wheat. Okay. Small, what was your favorite cereal?
I would say mine was the Frosted Mini Wheats. Or the Frosted Wheats.
Oh, those are good.
Healthiness in you, the Frosted Mini Wheats.
It has my fiber. It had my fiber, daily fiber intake. Don't come for me.
Don't come for him, okay? E, did you have a favorite cereal growing up? E, are you there? Did we lose you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Say that again.
Did you have a favorite cereal growing up?
Yes. Who is this? The Cocoa Puffs, the Frosted Flakes, and the Captain Crunch.
Okay. Oh, I did not like Captain Crunch, but
No.
I like Frosted Flakes. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, E. Nikki, did you have a favorite cereal growing up?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
Anything that had the most sugar.
Yes.
But also too, I'm allergic to chocolate, so I always wanted to eat all the chocolate cereals, and I could never. So I was just wishing I could. Yeah, it's sad, but it is what it is. I know, cry me a river.
Chocolate cereal. Shan, did you have a favorite cereal growing up? Thanks for being here.
Hey. I'm so sorry I missed the train, but you know it's a hot girl summer, so I'm outside, but I'm back inside now, you know?
Yes.
But what's happening? I walked in and y'all was talking about Nene.
Shall we close this out? Hold on one second. Ladon, Sweet Tea, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, I will always love Nene because she was the only woman that could shut Peter Thomas' funky mouth by calling him what he is, a B. And Patricia. Thank you.
Patricia.
Thank you, Sweet Tea. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you. So, but Shan, we're closing out. So, you late to the train. You are a VIP. But what was your favorite cereal growing up?
Frosted Flakes.
Yes, I love Frosted Flakes. Now, come on.
And I still eat it now. But
hey.
Real quick,
they good.
What Leo was saying, and I love when Leo said you can reinvent yourself many times. I didn't get the whole conversation, but I love that because life is so up and down. You can move here, move there, change careers. There's so much you could do in your one life. So I love that. So Nene, move on.
Move on. Listen, you see the diva.
I love you, Shannon. Love your VIP.
My VIP sister did that. Okay.
I did a whole lot
later.
In my opinion, did I come to you? What was your favorite cereal growing up?
Golden Grams and Rice Krispies.
Yeah, I like Rice Krispies. I like Rice Krispies.
Yeah, they're good.
Yes. Okay.
I used to love to hear them snap, crackle, and pop.
That's right now. Come on, snack, crackle, and pop. Golden Grams. Okay, I do remember them. Yeah, I didn't like Golden Grams. But yeah, Rice Krispies.
Okay.
My favorite too, and I used to make. Did anybody make the Rice Krispie treats? They had a little.
I did.
Come on, now, with all the marshmallows.
I did in my freshman year of college. It was bomb.
That's good.
Oh, you trying to say you got Rice Krispie skills? So right now, Smoke, don't have to.
I didn't make it. I ate it. Someone else made it.
I like the
That's the first time you had sugary cereal, Smoke? Okay.
Yeah, he got skills. Okay, Leo, what was your favorite cereal growing up? Did that come to you already?
Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops was my favorite cereal growing up. Full of sugar. I love Fruit Loops.
Me too. I love
the
it.
roof of your mouth up. Like you would have holes in the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Listen, you know what I loved over Fruit Loops? I loved Apple Jacks.
Oh yes, yes.
Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks.
Oh, I can't eat Apple Jacks.
Right. Apple Jacks and Fruit Loops. You got it, Diva.
Yes, Apple Jacks. Okay,
I like the Pops one too. Remember the Pops? The Pops, the yellow one, but they get stale real quick. So you got
corn pops.
I love them too.
Corn pops, yeah.
I remember Pops. Yes, 2 cent Frankenberry. Frankenberry.
I never heard of those.
I like Frankenberry.
I liked it as a child, not as an adult. I was like, this is disgusting.
Them marshmallow cereals was nasty to me.
Yeah.
Lucky Charms.
Oh, love Lucky Charms.
I can't eat nothing but marshmallows in it.
Okay.
Look, wait.
But Frosted Flakes with some bananas in them was very good.
Frosted Flakes, I love.
Oh, you better say and strawberries.
I like cornflakes too because my mother, she wouldn't always buy Frosted Flakes, so I had to eat the cornflakes, and you just put a ton of sugar on it. It wasn't the same, but hey,
right.
Yeah, like the store
The
brand.
Posted Toasties or whatever they got.
Oh, Diva, you should have put some powdered sugar in the box and shook it up, because that's what I used to do when I couldn't get the Frosted Flakes.
Child, I don't know if we even got
I
powdered
never
sugar.
heard of that. Okay.
We used to get the basics of everything, honey. So my mother was Frosted Flakes was a treat. She'd be like, "You better go over there and get that big, huge box of cornflakes."
Right.
No Frosted Flakes, because the Frosted Flakes box,
The family size.
Yeah, child. The cornflakes box used to be $1.99. I mean, it was a huge box, right? And then Frosted Flakes was more money. So she was like, "No, that Frosted Flakes was a treat. You get
That was like luxury.
luxury. Come on, Denzel. Get that big box of cornflakes and work your life out."
Come
Robin,
on.
what was your favorite? I'm telling you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It depended if we were able to go to the commissary, because I'm a military brat.
Okay.
And we get all the sugary stuff.
Ooh, the commissary was so fun
What's
too.
the commissary?
Flakes, Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks.
And you get the best deal at the commissary.
What's the commissary?
Wait, let her finish. Go ahead.
Well, just all the sugary stuff. And I realized that to this day, when we were moving back to the States from Germany, I stayed with another family overnight, and they gave me Cheerios, and I thought that they were trying to kill me. They were disgusting. A commissary is a supermarket on the military base.
Yeah,
that's what they call it. So they call it a supermarket, the commissary,
It's like a mall.
And the liquor store was the Class 6 store. Just the FYI.
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Listen, Cheerios, I love Cheerios, but once I only got the Cheerios. When I got older, I got the Honey Nut Cheerios. My mother did not buy
The Honey Nut Cheerios was the bomb.
the expensive brand. No, because the Cheerios was another cereal. You could get a huge box for $1.99. So we got the Cheerios in the cornflakes, and if she got a special cereal, it was a treat. Honey, that thing was going in like a day. Anyway, did I get to everybody?
Did you get the cereal in the bag?
Wait,
remember that?
Wait,
did y'all ever have the cereal in the bag?
The generic ones?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
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 Don't all cereals come in a bag?
I'm gonna traumatize me. I'm gonna go speak to her. Like Etta. I'm gonna make a video like Etta.
Wait, Diva. I have a part 2 to this question for tomorrow. Ask anybody, did you ever have to use water to stretch out the milk?
Nope.
Oh.
No.
Oh no, I ain't
No.
never had to do that. I ain't never had to do that.
No.
We were on hard times. Okay, my parents did the best they could. We had a roof over our head and we had basic cable, so they was trying. But the times were rough. We had to stretch that milk out, and we had to
I'm
mix
so
it with
sorry
water.
for you, Smoke. Oh
It
my God, that
happens.
must have been horrible.
No.
See,
That
wait,
was
hold on, guys. Hold on. Jonathan said, "Yep."
See?
Stay farming,
Hey,
okay?
Diva.
We're about to start
yes.
because
Hold on
these
one second.
grocery prices.
Hold on one second. Yes.
I was gonna say tomorrow you can ask them what your favorite soda pop was tomorrow night.
Okay. We'll add soda pop tomorrow. Don't nobody say that right now because we're gonna close this thing out. But listen, guys, y'all know how I feel. I love y'all. Thanks for being here. Okay.
Great show, Diva.
Yes, great show. We had a good time. Oh yeah, we used the evaporated milk. Too.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
Yeah, we used to use it
in your cereal.
Yeah.
Times are hard sometimes.
I use it. Come on now, Denzel. They don't know. See,
and Lindley government cheese was everything. Them cheese
Yes.
from that
I never had government cheese.
It was good.
Listen, it was that big block and you had trouble cutting it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
On the bologna sandwich, it was everything.
Come on now. Listen, we did what we had to do, Etta.
Oh, so now I get it why you was so hard on Etta, because you was eating the government cheese and the salami. Okay.
You darn right. We had that bologna cheese. You better ask somebody. And
come on.
In the summer, like the public schools, they would be open just to give the free lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
So
our schools didn't do that.
I grew up poor. But you know what? I'm here. Keep your head up, people. Etta, get a job.
Get a job.
Wait, Diva. I have something even better. I was like, had she did that kidnapping video from Rush Hour 1 and said her name was Sue Young, Jackie Chan would have ran and got her then.
Oh, you stupid. Wait, Red Stick, Lily. Yes, come on. Anybody had the cheese toast?
I sure did. It's good.
Grilled cheese.
It was awesome.
Now, I love grilled cheese.
Your eyes will roll back in the back of your head. That government cheese was everything.
I ain't never had no government cheese, but I had cheese toast.
But listen, what makes a government cheese? Is it free?
It was subsidized by the government.
She said it was thin.
Hold on one second, guys. They literally called it government cheese, and it was a block. It was a whole long block of cheese, and it wasn't sliced.
Like Velveeta?
Huh? No,
Like
not
Velveeta?
like that. No, it
was
was
5
a
pounds.
big block, and it was long, and you had to try to slice that thing yourself. It was a mess.
Yes.
And government cheese in
The struggle is real.
Project.
Mercedes. Hold on one second.
Started
guys.
from the bottom.
Oh, wait, hold on, everybody. Mercedes. Mercedes, over here, we family. We all cut each other off. And
Okay.
Wait, hold on, Mercedes. Hold on, everybody. And Mercedes, when Diva, the conductor, want to talk, we gonna talk. She gonna talk.
Thanks, Mercedes.
But listen.
In the words of Wendy Williams, thank you for coming to my show.
Exactly. This is the Diva train. Okay.
Mercedes. Don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about the haters.
But Nikki, thank you. Come on, Nikki.
I had a good day. Thank you, Diva.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mercedes.
Listen, but wait, hold on. I got to go, y'all. Y'all pulling with me.
Hey, Diva.
Okay. All right.
2x4 cheese. You know, my big 60 got it. Nikki, that government cheese was like a 2x4 cheese. It was a big old block of cheese. And in some neighborhoods, the line was long.
But hold on. Is it kind of like WIC? Like how you get free Cheerios and milk? Is that
Maybe
what it is?
it was the WIC before WIC
I
came
think so. I can't remember.
But I'm just trying to figure out because like with WIC, you have to apply and whatever else. So like, did y'all have to like apply?
No, you didn't have to apply.
Anybody could get it.
Anybody could have got on the line and got it. I don't know all the details of it, but I know we had it. We had it, yeah. We had some and you get the cheese and the free milk. Come on, Jonathan. Come on, thanks for this.
And my neighbors had the free cheese, and they would give it to my parents also because there were several blocks of it, and we would get it also. So we never stood in line. All I know is I had the benefits of it, and we indulged.
Listen, Jonathan, we the only ones that know about this here. You know, the other people, the other folks on here, they grew up rich. You all got the cheese in the milk.
I didn't grow up rich, but I didn't grow up good.
I'm messing with y'all.
Diva,
I'm overtime. Y'all always hit me up. I be like, I'm gonna do 60 minutes, and then 2 hours later, y'all happy. But listen,
the people just want to know: will you be here tomorrow?
Yes, you pick these topics that had the train going crazy, and you be blaming them.
Thank you, Emma.
Oh my God!
You know, in my opinion, in my opinion, you know what it is? She act like the conductors on New Jersey Transit because they get mad when we get stalled outside the tunnel in New York, and they blame us for wanting to get to work on time.
That was shade.
It's like,
Smoke.
You came up with these topics.
Come on now.
You have to say for yourself.
Come on now.
I'm going to create one of those things that said bias. So anytime
Gigi. Wait, hold on one second. Gigi, I ain't mad at you. But see, you know what? For Etta, I'm going to leave Etta alone.
Hey, who's Etta? I'm so tired.
What is Denzel?
Jackie Chan's daughter. Jackie Chan's daughter
that want her daddy to take care of her grown behind at 20-something years old.
Mm-hmm.
We're not starting another fight, in my opinion. No more fights.
And her girlfriend. Okay.
Thank you, Robin. Okay, we had the last stop. Thank you, Robin. Come on now. We had the last stop. Y'all got
it's over.
My train.
Pick up your shoes. Get your clothing.
Come on into my
The Diva train is out of service.
Come on now, Denzel.
We got to go.
This train smoking.
Y'all gotta go home. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. I love y'all.
Why?
If y'all hop this train, on
Don't
the way
hop
out,
this
pay
train
your
on.
fare.
Dave was my best friend, so don't hop her train.
Come
Or I'll
on
kick you
now,
off of
Dustin.
it.
You ain't gotta go
I love
home,
you,
but you gotta get
Dustin.
out of here.
Hey, let me tell you something. You want to know a best friend? It's Dustin.
Sorry.
It's Dustin. He always stand by the diva side.
He does.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what is happening between you and Dustin.
It's a bias. It's a bias going on.
Sure.
Right here.
What?
For
Oh.
sure. 100%. No matter what Diva says, Dustin agrees. Dustin's like, yeah.
Raise up, Dustin.
Diva, what do you
Raise
think
up,
about
Raise
that?
the roof.
You put
Yeah.
yourself on camera for Diva.
Yeah, baby.
That
Hey,
vanilla
Dustin.
chocolate says, I don't know.
So, Dustin, we so happy to see you,
Good night.
Dustin.
Good night, my best friend. Get out of here. Good night.
Bye.
That's all right. I got Ian Shan. Ha ha.
Bye, everybody.
Like and subscribe.